Whispers float in empty halls, footsteps echo down the walls. Shadows break where secrets lie. Every echo holds a hidden sign. Blow the trace along the crime, a hush that haunts the night, a fear that lives in light. Unravel lines of twisted lies. In the dark, the story waits unseen.
And here we go.
Whispers float in empty halls, footsteps echo down the walls. Shadows break where secrets lie. Every echo holds a hidden sign. Blow the trace along the crime, a hush that haunts the night, a fear that lives in light. Unravel lines of twisted lies. In the dark, the story waits unseen.
And here we go.
See if I can remember how to do this. Oh, there I am. Hey guys. How is everybody tonight? Hey. Roscoe, you're laying on my stuff. How is everybody? Happy March. Hello. Oh, you know what? Oh, well, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear country thing. Happy birthday to you. Come on, Ezekiel. Ezekiel's trying to come in his spot, and Roscoe is all spread out on the desk. So he's like, well, I'll just go watch out the window now. Yay! Once I get caught up, we'll do just like a live for like true crime. And also, hey, people are strange. She gifted a drone, so everybody say thank you to her. It's not anything crazy. It's just a little, cheap one until I learn how to fly it. Helps me see a little bit. So I don't do free guidance. I work off of questions. It's scrolling across the bottom. It's $15 a question. This is how I make my income and pay my bills, because I don't charge for true crime even when I work with families unless they donate. So this is how I support myself as I do this work. So if you would like to purchase a question, you can scan the QR code or go in the description box in the See More section. There's a link. Linktree. Make your payment, come back, tell me that you purchased, and ask your question. I'm going to get a list started. So if anybody wants to be on the list. Hey, Trista. I appreciate it. It was just like on sale, and I was like, well, it's got good reviews. We'll try it. Because in case I crash it, I didn't want anything crazy. But I should be able to try to practice it out here. Because I have pretty clear sky out here, so we'll see how that goes. And I did put out the idea for the true crime and wine, if anybody wants to do that. I was trying to figure out what day. I didn't have enough people respond for tonight, so I decided we'll just have to pick a day, like maybe a Friday or Saturday, and do it if you guys want to. It'll be a private group of like 10 people, because I think I can have 10 people on Restream, and we would just, that way it's private. We could talk about whatever we want. We won't be censored in any way, and everybody can have a drink or whatever they want to do. We talk about true crime and cases. I think that would be kind of fun. And it's a way to support the channel too. So, People Are Strange got me one off my wish list that I put on there. It's on sale right now. It's normally a lot more expensive, but it's like a beginner drone. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it's in the description box. You just have to scroll down the description. The QR code's right there at the top. You can scan the QR code. And if you do get one, make sure that when you come back you fast forward so that you get caught up, because otherwise it gets crazy. And we have to wait because you get behind really easily. Yeah, I liked it because it comes with a remote that you can see on the camera. Like you don't have to put it on your phone. Like, yeah, it comes with the actual like remote, and it had a lot of good reviews. So it was normally like, I think like $40 more. So it was on sale. So I was, well, we'll try it in case I didn't want to get anything crazy. It's probably like, on the cheaper side, but I don't need anything crazy right now. I don't even know how often I'm going to use it. I keep dreaming of freaking golf courses. I don't get it. Hey, baby. Is he in your spot? Yeah, he is. I'm sorry. Do you want to go right here? Mama can move this stuff. Do you want to go right here? This is move my cards. Okay. I can put you right there if you want to go there. Mom's little thing she got me for my birthday. No, you don't want to go there? Should I drop? Hey, thank you. I gotta actually do some stuff for you guys. I hate when I drop things down here. There's not a lot of room. So if you're just wanting a question tonight, then you just you could scan the QR code, or there's the link, or the links in the description box. You just go pay $15, or it's 15 per question, so depending on how many questions you want, and then come back and tell me, I put you on the list. And then when it's your turn, I call your name, you ask your question. That's it. Okay. Yeah, you got to make sure that when you sorry, Roscoe, when you go pay, you come back and tell me so that I can put you on the list. We're going to start a list. We'll give people a chance to get a list started so that I don't get interrupted in the middle of your reading. And then if people want readings, like, after when we're going through the list, just make sure I'm not doing a reading when you say put me on the list. Make sure you wait till I'm done, because my ADHD, I'll go off in another direction. Hey, Tracy. Tracy was missing today all day. I thought she fell down a rabbit hole. She just texted me back. Where were you all day? Yep, I got you. I got you on the list. So you're number 1. Oh. Hey. Hey, where did my thing go? Hold on, my chat jumped off screen for some reason. I think Roscoe had something to do with that. Roscoe's just all spread out on my desk. Oh, now it's all jacked again. What the heck? Hold on. I had it all set, and now it's like dumb. I like to put like the background on it so you guys could see it better, but man. I'm trying to see which ones I like here. Minecraft. There's a comic one. I don't remember which one it was that I liked. I'll try this one. Uh, 5545. Just yeah, so I do PayPal, Cash App, and Venmo. It's in the Linktree. So you scan the QR code. There's also, I posted a link here. There's a link in the description box as well. Yeah, PayPal's fine. You can just go. It's in the Linktree, but it's really just thepsychicsleuth@gmail.com. So you basically go make your $15 payment, or however, if you want to, if you want to donate more, or if you want 2 questions, whatever, it's 15 per question. You go pay, you come back, you tell me, I put you on the list. So we're going to give a chance for the list to get going, and then we'll get started. That's basically it. Just go make your payment, come back and tell me. And then when you make your payment and you come back, fast forward so that you catch up, because otherwise you'll get behind and I'll repeat myself while I'm waiting for an answer. So make sure that you catch up. Okay, Courtney Thang, or Country Thing. I don't know why I said Courtney. Country Thing. Tracy, you missed. I sang happy birthday. Did Ezekiel take your spot tonight, buddy? No, it's okay. It's just the dogs barking. You're fine. I have the window open, guys, so my outside dogs bark. It is hot today. Oh, great. It's gonna be hot, even hotter tomorrow. I've got to get my air conditioner fixed. I'm gonna die. It's already 85 degrees. I think it was like 88 today. Not super chat because they take like 50%, 60%, something like that, and I have to wait a whole month. So I think we should do if we wanted to do the wine and crime, if you guys are interested in that, I think we want to do that like maybe Friday or Saturday. So yeah, super chats takes moolah. They take a lot of it, and then I don't get paid until like you only get paid once a month from YouTube. So on like the 20th, it sucks. So I have to wait till the 20th. That's why I have to do lives in the middle of the month. Ugh. Well, yeah, if I had air conditioner. It's starting to get hot. I don't have air conditioner, remember? I was thinking I'm going to call him and be like, look, you guys screwed up. I tried to tell you to come fix it. You didn't come fix it. I had stuff happen. Now come fix it or I'm going to sue you. Okay. I didn't even think. I was like, oh, Sunday people got to work tomorrow. Tomorrow, I guess it wouldn't be a good night. But I would rather done that than readings. Okay. URTURING 2. Okay, I got you. You're number 3. Me too. Okay, Laura B. Light. Okay, we have. All right, so we have Loft, Contra Thing, Nurturing 2, and Laura B. Light. That's so far the list. Yeah, no thank you. No thank you. I don't need to jump in a snowbank. It could just be 70 instead of 88. That's all. Yeah, well, we can do it like since I can only do 10 at a time, depending on how many people are interested, we can do more than one. You just have to tell me when you're not working, and then maybe we can do one for that time. So I was thinking probably Friday or Saturday, I guess. depending. So maybe we can schedule it for like it would probably be like a later night thing, right? So either Friday or Saturday, maybe this Friday or Saturday. And then we can make another one, and depending on how many people, because I could do 10 at a time. So if we overfill for one, we can just make a new time for another one. My hair is weird today. Weird hair, don't care. I'm tired because I went to the litter boxes and it's hot in there. What wouldn't go through? Do I have to approve it? Because sometimes I have to do that on my mom's. Here, let me check. When my mom sends me money, sometimes I have to go and approve it or whatever. Let me see. No, it's not even showing up. Well, Lauren. Yeah, it says Lauren Duvall. That's you, right? Oh no, that's left. The left. Never mind. Laura. Laura. Yeah, it didn't go through. Hold on. I don't see anything I have to approve or anything like that. The Loft, you're cute. Oh, shoot. I'm still freaking tired, girl. I don't know. I don't know if she'll be found. If she is where I think she is, it's going to not be easy. Yeah. That's the thing. Unless Spirit gives me that, I don't know. Everything has a time and a place and a way it's supposed to work out. That's just the way it works. Yeah, I got you. But her name was Laura, so I don't know what's wrong with my eyes today. I've been switching numbers and everything, so now apparently I'm switching names. But yeah, no, hers didn't go through. Ezekiel, are you comfortable? You're in a little tiny spot, buddy. He's so cute. He's looking at me like, Mom, I'm not in my normal spot because this fat cat right here just took over. This one right here, I don't know if you guys can see him. Yeah, that's Ezekiel. Roscoe took over his spot. He just came and flattened out on my desk. And Ezekiel's always gotta be here. You had something on your eye, buddy. Okay, I'll make an exception for you, Laura. But normally I don't do super chats for questions. But since you're having a hard time, I will make an exception. Yeah, that's Roscoe. That's Roscoe. Oh, Roscoe. You stinkers. I think I need to trim his collar a little bit. Probably time for a new one. No, it's okay. It's alright. Like I said, I'll make an exception. It sucks because it takes a whole month. Well, 20 days. Actually, longer than that. Because we're in March now. Oh, he's a desk hog. That's why Ezekiel couldn't lay here, because he was just sprawled out, his little fat belly. What are you talking about, Tracy? It's already spring here. We're in the freaking 80s. We're in the flipping 80s. Jesus. After last night, dude, I passed out on the couch. I had to set my alarm so I would wake up and feed everybody. I just couldn't do it. Does the sound okay? On the well, not when I don't have air. It's about to get really hot. And so yeah, I've got to figure that out. Thinking about contacting that company or something. I wasn't going to because I was so pissed off, but yep, no thanks. Right now it's 71. It's 71 and it's 7:38. And it's 71 degrees outside. Well, apparently our spring has already started. So I don't think it's going to be cold anymore. Not that I've seen. Actually, I think it's supposed to get hotter. Okay, Arizona. Every year it gets hotter. Hotter. It is, yeah, 83, 79, 76, 73. Well, Thursday it's going to go to 73. Oh, I guess it will get a little bit colder. Oh, we might have some rain on the 8th and 9th at 65 degrees, though. So, still warm. But, yeah. We're not talking about any cases tonight. I'm doing intuitive guidance readings. Yeah, no, thank you. All right. So, is anybody else wanting on the list before we start? And you can always get on the list like after we start. Just let me know after, like in between readings, because otherwise, it's like, hey, something sparkly. So, I'll get off track. So keep in mind, as I always tell people, these types of readings are, based on the most likely possibilities from your guides, and they give you the guidance. You have free will to make other choices and decisions, and nothing is written in stone due to your free will and the free will of others. But a lot of my predictions do come true, so that is something to keep in mind. A lot of the stuff does come in symbolic, so sometimes I have to untangle it a little bit, kind of like playing charades with your guides. But okay. Bye, Roscoe. So it's 15, and then you just either hit the QR code or here's the link. You go make a payment, come back, and I'll tell me you made it, and I'll put you on the list. I have 4 people ahead of you if you do it now. So just keep that in mind. When I call your name, you ask your question, and then you'll just validate. Everybody allow you, validate, and oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I'm trying to keep my lights on. We got a couple bills handled, but Michelle. Okay. Did you already make your payment, Michelle? Or are you just going to go do it right now? You're back again tonight, huh? I don't know. Okay. have you on there. Elena. Okay, Love Lane. Gotcha. Oh, you're Elena, right? Like on Vampire Diaries? Yeah, because I get distracted very easily. So, like I said, you guys understand like the whole thing about most likely possibilities, that stuff, not written in stone for your free will and free will of others, and you can decide to take the guidance or not. But a lot of my stuff does. I mean, a lot of my predictions do work out. I'm pretty good at reading timelines, so my timelines are pretty accurate in regards to things. Thank you, Jill. Yeah. Okay, and then so yeah, as I'm reading, just make sure that you let the people validate their readings, like that it's making sense. And once you've paid, if you paid, make sure that you're caught up and you fast forward, because we have a problem with people getting behind and not realizing it, and then we're like repeating and sitting here, and you know what I mean, like things take a lot longer. So yeah, we got, because I'll see something shiny and I'll just go that way. So I'll get distracted very easily. So yeah, just let people validate, and then I'll call your name, you ask your question, and that's the way that it goes. All right. Anybody have any questions before I start on the list? If anybody else wants to be added on the list, just let me know when I'm done, like when I'm in between questions. Don't tell me when I'm reading, because again, I'll get distracted. I get distracted very easily, in case you guys don't know. It's pretty bad. Exactly. I'm not even playing. I'm not even playing. That's why, like, that's another reason I don't do true crime readings anymore on live. Too distracted. Okay. Yes, I saw yours. Yeah, you can just wait and like I saw your payment. Is that what you're asking? Tracy knows she'll be talking about something, and then I'll just be like, I go off on something else, and I'm like, sorry, Tracy, just popped in my head, and I gotta mention it. Or I just saw something. Poor thing. She's used to it by now. Um, do you mean payment, Michelle? Is that what you're asking? Your Venmo, right? If you have to leave for some reason, just email me your question, and I can do it that way. I'm always offering. Why did it say my account something? Yeah, I got it. Oh, I think it's Heather. Did you change your name on here? Because I like freaking didn't recognize you as Country Thing. Yep, they do. Poor thing. I feel bad. But she got a break from me today. She She had alone time. Did you see my text messages, Tracy? I don't understand. I don't understand why I keep dreaming of freaking golf courses. It's the weirdest thing. Okay. Are you guys ready? Anybody have any questions? Anybody else want on the list before we start? If you do decide you want on the list, just tell me after when, in between readings. Yep, I got it, Michelle. Okay. We didn't recognize you because I think you changed your name. Oh, but you haven't been in the live though, so I don't think we recognized it. At least I don't remember. Who knows? I barely remember yesterday, so. Oh, my jaw just started hurting. Okay. That was weird. I had a sharp pain in my jaw. That's not nobody in the chat, is it? All right, let's get started. So let's get going on this list. Is everybody caught up in the chat? Everybody fast forward after they paid so that they're caught up. So we don't have any lagging. Well, yeah, but there is no new developments. That's what I was looking for. There is some that are having work done on them. There's actually the one on Star Passes, but I don't see no water or nothing. And I don't see how that would relate to being overseen by family. So I don't know. Nope. I answered just about everything. Just keep in mind again that you have free will, it's possibilities, and I cannot diagnose. If you ask anything health wise, I can't diagnose, but I can give you what like the doctor should look for, or things that could help you, or things that could be wrong. I'm not a lawyer, I can't give legal advice, any of that, but I give about anything. Pregnancy questions, I'm great at, even timing. So I don't really have any rules. We free for all here. I just can't. Oh, I do have rules. Like I can't tell you if someone's gonna die, and I can't like say how somebody's like health, is gonna end up in the end. Like what the outcome of like an illness or something would be. That's it. Well, it depends because I mean it should be more specific question because I mean depends on like when you ask how's your future gonna be, like it could be 500 things, it could be nothing, you know what I mean? Like it's better to go direct. You can ask that and I can give you, but I never know what spirit's gonna give. Yes, you did. Hey, how are you doing? Good to see you. Okay, so basically you just validate as we go along, and yeah, I like a little more specific. Well, you'd be surprised that sometimes people want to know, like, you know, is my loved one gonna live through this illness, or when are they gonna pass, or things like that. People ask me, so that's my only rule is we're not allowed to predict those types of things. So outcomes in those ways. Readings are supposed to be positive, uplifting, guided, and sometimes spirit can tell you how it is. So they can get a little saucy. All right. So if we're ready to go, we'll start with Loft, I think. Am I saying that wrong? What was your regular name? Yeah, I won't do that kind of rule. I mean, that's about the only rule I have. What the heck? Lauren. Okay. So we have Lauren, The Loft, Country Thing, Heather, Nurturing 2, Laura B. Light, Michelle J, and Love Lanes, Elena. Okay. Lauren. Okay. All right, Lauren. Which question? It might not be a two-story house. It might be symbolic. That's what I'm saying. It might just be a symbolic of overlooking. It might not be that. That's what I tried to explain to you guys. Dreams can be symbolic. And I saw somebody also mention about in one of JLR's live, oh, maybe she's somebody bury her and put rocks on top of her at one of the house. That's not what I'm saying. That's symbolic too. There's definitely water involved. So uncovering something is more what that meant. Okay. Okay. What do you mean what is happening? Like what is happening like in the world or what is happening like in your job? Do you have a specific question about your career? Okay. Do you have like a specific question? Um, okay. Yeah, I figured that's kind of what it was that you were government position. Um, like did you have a specific question just to make sure that I answer it or do you just whatever? No, not tonight. I'm doing readings tonight. I do want to do one night. But I got to get caught up first. Uh, okay. So, I mean, well, yeah, I think we do it right now, but you have to remember that rejection is protection and redirection. So, listen, eventually, I mean, all I know is that I was given a dream that March he'd be gone or by March he'd be gone or whatever. So, hopefully that meant into this month. Um, I think there's going to be a change in the way things are ran. I don't know when exactly that's going to be, but I feel like if you're not happy there, it's okay to start looking elsewhere. Uh, and I suggest it's coming across that it would be of your best interest to start looking elsewhere. Um, if you can, something that's similar, something that you're qualified for. I'm hearing like there might be remote opportunities, not necessarily government, but along the same modality of what you're able to do. Because I feel like this job is too stressful for you. You know what I mean? Like when we have high stress jobs and we're worrying all the time, it really wreaks havoc on our health. So I don't know, are you having a lot of anxiety and stress right now? Because feeling powerless is kind of along those lines. And anytime you start to feel like that in a job, it's time to start to look at changing things. Does that make sense? Okay. Because I feel like a lot of stress and anxiety from you, and so I just don't feel like it's worth it. Um, because like again, I feel like your health is going to start to go downhill if you continue to stay where you're at. So, I would suggest if you can to start looking somewhere else. I feel like there's a lot of things that you're qualified for that you would be able to find. It's almost like you're being redirected to go find your passion or something that is more lax and less controlling. Does that mean that you can't come back to government jobs later? You definitely can when things change. You can apply. But for now, I feel like it's time to get out and try to look on something else. Look for something else. I keep getting like some kind of remote position or something of that sort that would be good. Um yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you need to look for something else. I don't think that like I always tell people, rejection is protection and redirection. You are being redirected. Sometimes life turns upside down so that we can actually find what we're supposed to do and what we're meant to do and something that is more of our calling and someplace that we're happier at. And last year is the year of the snake. So again, as I've been trying to tell you guys, you're losing things that no longer serve you. That includes jobs. Okay? And so this year it's about growth. It's about galloping forward. It's about newness. It's a 1 year. It's about new beginnings. So now is your chance to like take the bull by the horns or the horse by the reins and move on to something else. Okay? So I would start looking um yeah, I would start looking for something else, something that really like ignites your passion that you are capable of doing. And I if you want remote, like I there are remote jobs out there that I feel like you qualify for that you could receive. But you have to start putting in um you have to start putting in applications and applying for it. I wouldn't wait around anymore for this situation, honestly, because it was stressful then and like again, you are being you are being kind of kicked to the curb because that energy no longer serves you. Do you know what I mean? Like the universe is causing this change because they're trying to point you in a different direction. They're trying to point you in the direction of where you're actually supposed to be, what you're actually supposed to be doing. And they're trying to tell you, look, now is the time to find more of your passion, to find a job that's more in alignment with you. Because um that other job is just it doesn't feel in alignment with you anymore, if that makes sense. Yep, the fire horse. Moving on up. So this year is about self-care, new beginnings, leaving the past behind. You know, you just shed your skin on your old job and you're being kind of thrown into a redirection. Uh and you're trying their spirit and the universe is trying to put you into alignment. Something that is more in alignment with you where you're happier because we shouldn't be stressed. We shouldn't have stress and anxiety over our job and worry all the time and hate going to work. We shouldn't have that or even be putting on administrative leave for a year, while you're sitting around. um it was good for a break, right? But more than likely, you're not going to get your position back where you want it. And again, does that mean that later on you can't apply for something when everything changes? You definitely can. So I just think that you're gonna have to find something else. I feel like there's something remote that you can apply for that you qualify for that you will get that you actually love. Yeah, Frankie, I refunded you because I wasn't sure. I didn't see your question or anything last night. So, I just went ahead and refunded you cuz I didn't know if you were going to email me or whatever. So, does that make sense? So it's time to start looking for something else. Just start looking in a direction of more of what you really want to do. Yeah, but this reading's for Lauren. Does that make sense, sweetheart? I love your picture on your Cash App, by the way. You're cute. Yes, exactly. This is the Great Reset, the Great Awakening, whatever, you know what I mean? It's time to just drop the past, leave the past behind and start anew. This is about, like, again, this year is new beginnings. It's a number 1 year. Last year was the endings, the 9. So this year's 1. So that means new beginnings, new starts, fresh starts, moving forward, not backwards. Um you'll find something, I think, by April. By April you could find something if you start applying now. You're welcome. You're welcome. I hope that was helpful. All right, birthday girl, you're up. And update me and let me know how it goes. Dogs barking. You're welcome. You're welcome. All right, birthday girl, you ready? Country thing. Where are you, Heather? Where are you, Heather? Okay, good. Yep. It's a new year. It's a new you. Time to just drop you don't need it anyways. So, lots better things out there for you. Give me 5 seconds. Like it did any good. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay. Change this here for me. Moving. So which one you want? Moving or a new relationship? So since it's your birthday, I'll answer both. September kind of highlights for moving. So I feel like there could be a possibility of moving by September or in September. But September highlights for the moving thing. As far as the relationship, not this year, 2027 possibility. This is about growth. This you're still growing, and I know you've probably been single for a while, but I feel like you're still growing. It's just not time. Relationships come in divine time. Remember, we pick our partner before we ever come here. So, I feel like there's a possibility, like maybe April, Mayish, but definitely 2027. Well, that's what they're telling me. If you stay on the same path and all of that, as far as self growth and everything, there's somebody that could come in by 2027. Not getting a whole lot of him, except for he kind of feels, kind of like a cowboyish type, I guess, or more country. I don't know if that's the kind you like, but it'll be a different relationship and feeling than you've had in the past. But you've got to get to that vibration and that energy first. So, you know, self-love, self-acceptance, still working on that and focusing on other things. I feel like there might be a trip that's taken this year too. But yeah. So, and I don't think it'll happen until after you move. Like, you kind of need to move for it to happen. So wherever you move to, that's, like, you have to move. because that person will be probably in the area or close to the area you move to. That's why. Does that make sense? You're welcome. Just be a little bit more patient. It's just a divine timing thing. Like, you have to be ready, he has to be ready, the energy has to be right, the universe has to put you together. So just a little bit more patient. But yeah, they highlight 2027 as that for you as a possibility. Timelines do shift, but some of my timelines in regards to that. But yeah, they tell me 2027 for that. But you got to move first. So, hey, it's 8:08, 8:08. Yeah. I feel like at least by September or in September kind of really highlights for the moving thing. Okay. Yep. And it's almost like you need to move to meet that person, if that makes sense. Like, that person lives probably in that area or something. That's why, like, one thing has to happen before the other. You're welcome. Have to let me know how it works out. And again, happy birthday. Okay. All right. Nurturing 2. You here? South for the winter. Fuck my phone distract. I can't fucking spell that word. Hey, Kimmy. All right, nurturing. Where'd you go? Oh, there you go. Oh my god. That's okay. Everything has its timing. Last year was more about endings. So this is about beginning. So everything's all about timing. Okay. Yeah, eventually. I don't know what kind of karmic justice you're talking about. Like, I can't tell you if karma's gonna hit somebody. I can tell you that karma, what goes around comes around, right? So eventually, what goes around comes around. But as far as justice is going, there's something in 2028. So I don't know if it's like something happening with it or something coming to light. Yeah, you can add another question. You can just go pay for it now and just tell me when I get to you that then you ask your questions. I'll put 2 next to your name. Hey. You're welcome. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So these things do take a long time. I know I went through it myself. It took us 5 years. And we're still trying to get everything we're supposed to get. So these things do take time. 2028 highlights as some sort of um, I don't know if it's like you go to court, you get a payout, like something shifts and changes in 2028 for that. So, yes, eventually you will. You just have to prove wrongdoing. So, thank you, Reno. But it feels like by 2028, like everything will come to pass. But yeah, I feel like just have to be a little patient because these things do take time. Anytime any kind of a state or anything is involved, it's kind of ridiculous. But I mean, you have the evidence and the proof. I don't think there's going to be a problem. No, you don't have to be a member to pay. You can just pay it through the Linktree, the QR code. Don't got to be a member. Does that make sense? I know that it's been quite a battle and quite a fight now, but yeah, these things unfortunately are like that. So our legal system when it comes to it is a bit slow. So I think that I think you have a good enough case that as long as it's proven, you'll get what's intended. That makes sense. But 2028 does highlight. So things could happen before then, but I don't know if that's like when it's going to end or what. They just gave me the 2028 for it. It would be 1 plus 2 is 3, Tracy. It would be a 3-year. Next year will be a 2-year, and then it'll be a 3-year. Oh, to become a member? No, it does it monthly. I actually haven't done anything for you guys in a while. I'm behind that on Patreon. Okay, good night. Does that make sense, Penny? Hope you have a good birthday. I forgot all about it, dude. You're welcome. You're welcome. Let me know. But yeah, it'll be okay. I don't know. I don't know what 2020. I don't know if it's like the payout or if like everything ends at that time that they really highlighted as like being an important year for everything. But yeah, it'll work in your favor. All right, Laura B. Light. You are next. Laura B. Light, and then Michelle, and then Love Lane's Elena from Vampire Diaries. Oh, Neo, what's going on, baby? Well, you are in charge of how to start again, so you have to find what you want to do. I feel like it's kind of a starting over, a new beginning. Um, Passion is your purpose. You have to find what you're passionate about. So I don't suggest a housewife, honestly. I feel like you're being given a second chance to really um, make a difference and follow your passions. Good night, Reno. My dog is pissing me off. No, but you're being given a second chance to really find something that you really want to do, that you really need to do. When we are given a second chance at life, no matter how that is, it's time for us to really sit and think, what am I here to do? Um, what am I passionate about? So if you, oh, thank you. You know, you have to have money to, you know, have kids. So, and either you could foster, um, that's a possibility, or adopt, uh, but I wouldn't go looking. Oh, look, the ball's going off. Um, I wouldn't go looking for that. You have to find what you're passionate about and let things happen in the time that they're meant to. But as far as being a housewife, I never suggest someone to just depend on a man for their money. Because then if something happens, then you're stuck. And you don't want to be stuck. You want to have your own money. You want to have your own career and whatever that can be. And I feel like, part of that is find something creative to do, find your passion, you know. Um because they're telling me that you were given a second chance to really find your calling, to really find something that you love. Everything else will fall into place once you do that. So you have to figure out, what are you good at? Good night. Good night. Does that, that doesn't mean that you can't have kids later on, or you can't get married, or you won't find somebody. But right now, you can only control what you can do in your life. You can't just make somebody, meet somebody. You can, you know, go get a sperm donor and have a kid that way if you want to, but that takes money. So, well, that's the thing, is it doesn't have to be something that makes a lot of money, just so you can be comfortable. And there are ways that you can find, there are other ways that you can make money on top of that. So you can do what you love, and then you can do something else to bring in the extra money. There are ways that you can grow and evolve in what you love to do. And as things change, it might make more money now than you think it would. And maybe it's not all about the money. Maybe it's about the passions and trying to, you know, I feel like you would be really good at sort of, um, have you ever thought about talking about your experience? Um, I don't know why I'm getting like, and I know this doesn't make a lot of money. It can be profitable. A blog, a podcast, a book, something of that sort about your experience, to help others, because you have to understand you were kept here for a reason. So you have to find out what that reason is. Sometimes spirit doesn't tell us what our reason is. We have to figure that out for ourselves. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's within us, and we know what we love to do. And sometimes what we love to do is more important than being rich, because we're rich in what we love to do, and we're rich in the difference that we make. And I'm definitely not rich in what I do, but I love it. Can I do anything else? Nope. Why my pen just broke. I've thought about it. I've tried. Hey, what did you do? Sorry, Ezekiel kicked me out. My pen literally broke right now. When you're meant to do something, you're meant to do it. Now, I do have the midheaven things that can tell, with your astrology, can tell you what you're meant to do or what you should be doing. That's always something to look at. But, sometimes you have to decide on, do I want to have a high powered career and not be happy with what I'm doing? Or do I want to be happy with what I'm doing and just be comfortable and find ways to, make it work? Well, yeah, but sometimes it takes time for us to have a family. So it's not like you just can go out and find any man that you want and force him to have a kid with you and force him to have a family. You can only do what you control right now. So what you have to do is everything comes in the time it's supposed to. The family, the relationship, all of that will come when it's supposed to. You have to find your purpose first. Everything else falls into place after that. But it's not like you're just going to magically make somebody disappear and have a family with them. That's not how this works. So you have to focus on yourself. You have to focus on what it is that you in your life that you want to do that's going to make you happy. What is your passion? Find out why you are still here. You're not just going to go out and hold a sign on the street and be just like, hey, there's such thing as surrogates and things. I know people that have kids over 40. It's never too late to start your life. Sometimes people get started late in life. My career is just now kind of working out at 44. Sometimes that's just the choice, the path that we chose. It's never too late, but you have to take the second chance that you had and turn it into something amazing. But it's not like you're just going to go hold a sign and be like, hey, need a family, any guy here? No, because you want to make sure that they're the right one for you. So once you get everything else in order, that person will come. I feel like you'll meet somebody, possibly They highlight 2027. It could be before then, but not until you figure out what you're going to do with your life. Because there's a lot of men that don't want to take care of a woman anymore. Some men do, some men don't. They still want the women to have their own thing, and you should have your own thing. So everything has divine timing to it. We don't choose that timing. That timing is, well, we do on the other side before we come here. We choose that timing. We choose if we're ever going to have a family. We choose if we're who our person's going to be. We have soul contracts. You can't force anything in the timing that it's not supposed to, there are other ways. So if there's always adoption later in life. There's always a surrogate. If you really wanted a baby without a man, you can go get artificially inseminated, but that costs money. But I'm sure there's guys that would do just that for you if you made a deal with them. I mean, anything's possible. But that's what I'm trying to explain to her, is that your passion is your purpose. And once you find what you're passionate about, you find your purpose. You find out why you're still here. That's going to lead to everything else. Possibly to your children, possibly to the man you're supposed. You don't know. You might find this career that you love, this that you're passionate about, and that's how you meet the man. But sitting at home, or just waiting for something to drop in your lap, or just thinking, well, I just want a man and that's it. That's not going to get you, what you need or what you want. You have to continue moving forward, because you were given a second chance for a reason. So now you have to take in that second chance and run with it. But most men want a woman that has their own thing going on. You know what I mean? They're not just going to want a woman that wants to just stay home and take money from them. So you have to find your passion might be to work with kids with cancer, to work with people with cancer. Like I said, a podcast, a book, writing about it, a blog, helping others in that way. More things will come from that. Find a middle ground, something that pays well but that you love to do. And in the end, when you start moving towards that, the rest will fall into place. We go through things in our life for a reason. And sometimes things are really hard, but you chose those lessons before you ever came here. And that was part of your path. That was part of your learning experience, right? So you can't take it as, well, I just lost everything and now I'm stuck. You have to look at it from a different perspective and change your mindset. Ezekiel, you laid on my notepad and I don't know who's next. I can't believe I dropped my pen and it broke everywhere. That's weird. Crap. Exactly. You had a second chance for a reason, so now you have to take that and turn, get back into your purpose of why you're here. And it ain't to be no housewife. Women have so much power, and we should never depend on a man anyways. You can have a family without ever depending on one. Because then if it doesn't work out, you don't want to be stuck. I gotta go fix the air thing. Well, you're pushing it off and it's making noise. I don't think I hit that. Maybe I did. I don't know. Did I? Did my chair hit it? Okay? I don't know where he went. Well, I said that, she could foster or she could adopt or whatever. Fostering, that's you get paid for being a foster parent. So that was mentioned, but she wants a full family, which I understand, and she wants her own. But like I always tell people, whether you foster, adopt, or however a kid comes in your life, you've made a contract with that child. That child is still yours. They just come to you in a different way. They still chose you on the other side, and you still chose them. They just came to you the only way that they could. But yeah, I mentioned that in the beginning. If she wanted to foster, she definitely could. If you don't want to wait around for a man and you want to just have a kid on your own, you can foster. Like I said in the beginning. Oh, look, the ball's going off. That I didn't do. So, you don't need a man to raise a child. The man might come later after you do that, if that's what you decide to do. People get paid to foster. So you might consider, doing that. You didn't lose anything, though. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You are exactly where you're meant to be. Every experience, every heartache, everything that you go through puts you where you're at. It's never too late for anything. So you have to quit looking at as you lost it and start looking at as a new beginning. Now where do I go? You can't think of the negativity of having regrets and thinking negative and thinking in that light. You can't do that. You did exactly what you were supposed to do. We never are, it's just you're starting off late in a different way, and that's, you're lucky because you're still here to do so. So you have to take that and run with it. Like I said, if you really want a family and child to be, I don't know if they let you do like single foster parents. It's something you could try if that's something you really want. But the rest will fall into place once you figure it out. Once you figure out and finally grasp your, grasp your destiny and grasp that you're here for a reason. Well, and it's all divine timing. She has to get in a place where she can attract that too. Because otherwise she'll be attracting people out of desperation, and that won't be good either. You'll get with the wrong person. Hey. Hold on. And that's why I'm telling you, you have to find something that you love to do. No one's going to drop a job in your lap. You have to go out and find one, either remotely or whatever. Find something you're passionate about that you're able to do. Go get training in something if you need to. Start a business if you want to. There's lots of options that you could do. You just have to make sure that you're doing something that you love. And I just explained to you some of the things you could do is, help people that have this cancer, cancer and the journey of cancer by, writing a blog, doing a podcast, a book, having a YouTube, having TikTok. Eventually that does pay off. I'm not saying that can be that's your only job, but that is something that you can do to kind of push forward your purpose of why you're here. Sometimes we go through things in order to help others that are going through the same things. Sometimes people are in abusive relationships so they can later help people that are in abusive relationships. Sometimes people go through illnesses so they can help others that are going through the same kind of illness. So that's something to consider along the way. And it will fulfill you as much as it will fulfill them. And like I said, that can just be partly of what you do. You can find, something else, but everything else will fall into place once you get on track. Right now, you're not in alignment. You have to get into alignment. Once you get into alignment, everything else will fall into place. Yeah, no, thank you. I don't even know where my thing went. That's too many kids for me. I raised one and he was like having 10. I'm good. Okay. You're welcome, Laura. No, it's not volunteer. Podcasts you can get paid for, blogs you can get paid for. There are jobs out there that you can be an advocate for it that you can get paid for. So those people wouldn't pay you for that. But people pay advocates to do that. And like you know, I don't know, hospitals or businesses or whatever. You know, blogs you get there are ways to get paid for blogs. There's ways that you get paid for podcasts, there's ways you get paid for YouTube, all of that. Yeah, she can become a paid foster parent. You do get paid for that, but I don't know if they do it for single people. They could. It's something that you can look into and apply for. So there are lots of things that you can do. I'm not saying ask people with cancer for money. That's not what I'm saying. And you could do a couple different things for incomes. But yeah, definitely research the paid foster if you really want, you know, a kid now. They do pay you to be a foster parent. And I don't think you need a job for that. That's why they pay you. I'm pretty sure. But you can have a little job. It's different than adoption. Well, I don't know where she lives, but she can research it. But yeah, that was the first thing I was mentioning was the you know, foster adoption or whatever if that's what you really want to do. But you also have to take care of yourself right now, and again, do something that you're passionate about to help others. Shh. Okay, stop. Eventually, if you want to later on, you can adopt them. But it is temporary. But I believe that, you know, there's different kids that you can foster depending on the situation. Some of them, yeah. So, that's what foster usually is, temporary. It's okay. Just research it. All right, girl. Sorry, baby. I need this. Thank you. I'm not doing free questions if you want on the list. It's 15 per question. You're welcome. Yeah, that was the first thing that came in, but then you also have to do things now. Like you can't just, you know what I mean? While you're looking into that, also find out what your other passion is. Also find out, you know, what do you have to offer the world that will make yourself feel better as well. Okay. Michelle, where you at? Yeah, just go and research it. Look into it. Okay. Michelle, where'd you go? Michelle, where'd you go? That's okay. What's your question? Oh. Okay. Whatever. Yep. It was bad last night. I had such a hard time. I had to freaking shut down my computer and restart it because it was all jacked. What do you mean? Like, what do you want to know about it? I don't remember about you asking about it. You have to remind me because I barely remember yesterday. So, just form what you're wanting to know now into a question. Okay, so what's the question? Oh. Um I don't know. if I got a healthy girl, then and you're saying this one isn't viable, then it's probably the one after. Like, she'll get pregnant again. Fuck, I don't know. Has she been to the doctor about this at all? Like, are you getting the information from the doctor, or are you just getting it from her? Um, I don't know. All they're showing me is like her pregnant and a baby girl like before, but I don't know if it's this one. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if it's this one or the future. That's just what they keep showing me. Well, I kind of feel like she does have some mental health issues. Yeah. Um I feel like she's got some mental health issues as far as like lying and telling stories and things like that. And she might even be a little bipolar. Um I would just have your nephew kind of watch for it. Yeah, like kind of wanting attention. I do see eventually a baby though. Like if I gave you that before, I was seeing it. Do you know what I mean? And so I'm seeing it again. I just don't know if it's this one. So have her show you the pregnancy test. I feel like I don't know if she didn't have a lot of like attention from her family when she was younger. Because that's kind of coming up as like she does do things to get attention. She does like tell stories in that way. Yeah. Well, I don't know if it's the best thing, honestly. Um I think she needs to go to a therapist myself. Yeah. I don't know. Your nephew probably needs to reconsider. I don't know if it will last. Yeah. Um I have her show you the pregnancy test. I don't know why that's coming in. Like I keep seeing the pregnancy test, so have her take one. But if she's going back and forth on it's viable, it's not, it's viable, it's not, then that tells me it's that she's lying about something. That's probably not. That she probably was never pregnant to begin with. But I see eventually that's the way it comes in, I guess. Hey Jessica. It is. And I think that part of him feels like guilty if he were to leave her, because I think he kind of sees it and knows it. But some men also just like crazy girls. But there feels like there's some trauma there that's unresolved from her childhood. Oh, dude, I don't even remember. Like, so I don't know if it's this one, but I wouldn't say it if I didn't see it. So, in some aspect. No problem. Well, he may learn the hard way. Like, I don't think it'll last, but I don't know. She has some unresolved trauma she needs to really deal with. Okay. You're welcome. Elena, you're up. Love lanes. You got 2 questions. Well, you could go adopt a girl now. Foster one. Oh, shoot. After this question, I'm probably going to be done. I'm tired. Hey, you're up. 1 question. We'll talk about it. Then the next question. Okay? What, pregnancy? That's why I mentioned it, because I had a feeling that's what you were going to ask about. So, what I like to explain to people is that babies have their own time and place that they come. They have to come in a certain time, a certain day, all of that to align with their soul blueprint, their path, all of that. There's a reference to 2. So I don't know if it's like you have one, then you have another, like Irish twins or actual twins, because it's interesting because the way they're showing them to me is like, do you have twins that run in your family at all? Yeah, I knew you were gonna ask that. That's why I mentioned it. Because why am I seeing like 2 identical boys? That's kind of weird. 2027 kind of highlights for you then. So I don't know if it's like you get pregnant in 2027 or you have the babies in 2027, but they highlight 2027 for it. But it could be twins. Like, does it run in your family? Because I'm seeing twin boys. It's weird how they're showing it to me like that. They've never shown it like that. Oh, okay. That's interesting. you know. Yeah, I'm seeing twin boys. So, and it does come on the female side apparently, from what I understand. So that's interesting. Yeah, but either you have them by 2027 or you get pregnant in 2027. It's one of the 2, but they highlight 2027 for me and April. So it's either April this year, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January. Okay, so if you got pregnant in April this year, you'd have them in January of next year. I don't know, but yeah, there's a reference to April. I don't know if it's this year or next year. It's interesting how I'm seeing it, because I've gotten twins before, but I've never seen it that way. Like, I see them holding hands and they're wearing blue and they're identical. So the identical twins. I'm good with kids. That's one thing I am good at predicting. Okay, so I don't know if you get pregnant by this April and have it by next January, or if there's a reference to next April, but there's a difference. There's a reference to April in 2027. So, but the biggest thing that you need to do is not try. I know it sounds weird, okay? But do what you need to do, have all the nookie you can have, but don't try for it. Just whatever happens, happens. Because the more you try, the more you push, you stop it, okay? The more you block it. I tell this to all my clients when they say they can't get pregnant, is they don't try, okay? And once they quit trying and they let go and they release, they end up getting pregnant. That's just how it works. So I'm telling you right now, don't try for it. Just allow it to happen. Every single time. Every single time one of my clients quits trying, they get pregnant. Bam. Because babies have to be born when they want to be born. They are in control of that and their soul contract. So, okay. Hey, Rachel. All right. So, next question. Hi, Rosie Poo. Yep. Just got to allow it to happen because babies are in control. We don't control it. I think about every single client I've told to let go of the control of it, they've ended up telling me that they got pregnant like within, once they did that. So, something about that. Because babies, like again, they have to be born, it aligns with their blueprint. They have to be a certain sign. They have to be born at a certain time, a certain day to align with everything. They come in their timing. So, well, if you have it this year, it would probably be the guy you're dating. Starlight, she's in the bathroom. I still haven't got her. Her and Hope still have a problem. Are you in the relationship you're in now good? Yep, chill out. I mean, where's Damon? You don't know if you like him for real? So then we're probably looking at next year then instead of this year. If you don't like him, then just get rid of him. Because the more that you stay in a relationship you're not happy with, the more that you are holding back the one you're supposed to be with. Yeah, that's the problem. So when you get desperate, you do bring in the wrong people for you. Well, if you love somebody and you want them to be the father of your kids, you usually know that. So, Red Pod's beeping. Don't waste your time if you don't see a future. That's all I'm saying. Because there could be somebody else come into your life that is more made for you. When you're not looking for it, damn it. Quit wanting babies and quit having to be in a relationship. It's when you're not looking for things. Hey, Rose. Everything has their time and their place. Yeah, I'm okay. I've been working a lot. That's all. REM pod is beeping. Yeah. So, yeah. I feel like if you release this one, you could meet someone, later in the year. So that's more for you. Because I'm getting 2027 for a reason. So, mm, yeah. So if you can't see a future with the guy, kick him to the curb. Um, it should be a natural relationship that you're not looking for, that just happens into your life. It's time to focus on yourself. Um, so when you focus on yourself and self-love, self-care, all of that, then the right one will come in the right timing. But if you're wasting your time on somebody that you don't really have feelings for, then and you don't see that it's going to go anywhere, then you're just kind of in a relationship for no reason. Um, you know. So don't waste time if you're wanting kids. Because if you can't see yourself having kids with him, then you're just keeping the one that you're supposed to be with away. Okay, then. Bye-bye, boy. Go find your Damon instead. July kind of highlights. So, but you have to do self-work between now and July. But don't look for it. Don't go like wishing and hoping for July. Just, self-love, self-care. Put it into the universe and let it go. Yeah. Yep, you don't have time to waste. I mean, I'm getting 2027 for a reason, which is it seems kind of early, right? I don't know. REM pod's beeping. That's the temperature thing, though. Rose, are you cleaning your little paws? Yeah, that was my last one. If you want to hop in, I was gonna be done, but your birthday's in July. Okay. Hey, you never know. Stranger things have happened. EMF's going off, and so is the REM pod. Mm-hmm. Yep. I would still hang on to April. I don't know if it's like this year or next year. For some reason, I thought you were like married or something. Maybe it's just your hopes and wishes and wants. So you're welcome. You have to keep you updated. I keep seeing a guy with dark hair. I don't know. Maybe I'm just thinking of Damon. Yeah. Well, someone's setting off it. I, it's the temperature thing, and it's a hot, not cold. Because I thought maybe because my window's open, but it's the hot temperatures, not the blue light. Damon would do forever. What do you mean right now? Hell yeah. He's my I wish. Right? Okay, Kelly, what's your question? What's your question? Shit. I take Damien any day of the week. He's one of my favorites. He's one of the hottest men in the world, dude. How can you say for now? It doesn't get much better than that. It's not my hormones, it's he's my favorite. I love him. I have a friend who moved in with me. Girl, you are the caretaker. Oh, shit. Shit, that's not what I'm trying to highlight. It's from Vampire Diaries, Michelle. Okay, so the biggest thing. You can just support him by being a good friend to him. Do not buy everything for him, do everything for him. He needs to be doing for himself. Being his friend and supporting him is the best way that you can be. I mean, you're already letting him live with you. Help him get a job, help him get on his feet. Be that ear that you need to talk to. So that's, what I'm saying is don't overgive or overextend. Yes, that's my dream man. If I could make a robot of him, I totally would. Um, yep, she's the caretaker, but I need her to not like overextend herself because she has a thing with people taking advantage of her. And so I need her to make sure that she has boundaries in place. You know what I mean? So be there as the ear, the shoulder, but make sure that you have boundaries in place. Job is great. Great. Make him pay you rent when he gets stable or pay you something. He needs to be helping you with the bills. This is where the boundaries come in at. Oh, he's more than just his eyes. I'll put him up in a minute and show you, Michelle, when I'm done with this question. I actually watched Vampire Diaries all over again just because they. I think he's married though. No, he's a what the fuck are they called? Siamese. He's a Siamese. They're both Siameses. Rose is a Siamese and he's a Siamese, but he's a different kind. I think he's a flame point. Yeah, I'll show you him in a minute. You could just watch Vampire Diaries and then you would totally get it. Yeah, you'll totally get it because it's better to watch Vampire Diaries and see how he is. It just feels like, how sometimes people go through those times in life when they get down on themselves because nothing's working out. It feels just like depression. Um, so he needs, what I said, encouragement, a friend, you know, if he needs some mental health or some kind of, medication, you can tell him, hey, maybe you need to talk to someone or see someone. But I think that's just basically it. He's just having a hard time. Sometimes we have hard times in life. The point is that, like I said, be there for him, but have boundaries. Like, he'll pull out of it. He just, oh yeah, he is, Rachel. He'll pull out of it. He just, like I said, he just needs some support and to see that, things are gonna look up. Good night. Yes. Yes. Wednesdays and Fridays I do personal readings. So you just schedule through the website. No one's cuter. Get out of here with that. I mean, if he's open to it also, I would suggest some ashwagandha for him. His cortisol levels might be off, or that helps really with depression. I know it helps. Like, I take it and it helps me sleep better, and it helps me feel better. So, um but like I said, just be a good friend for him, but have boundaries in the way, don't overgive or overextend. Oh yeah, I like the Lucifer dude, but I don't like him. I actually like him a lot. I loved watching the show because of him, but I still like Damien better. But yeah, he's pretty hot. You're right. Well, and then we have the see, this is all the stuff we could talk about. No, I'm not doing mediumship tonight. I don't do like mediumship questions cuz like I could tell you anything, you know what I mean? I like to validate who I have with me. I'm trying to think of freaking A. Supernatural boys. I used to say I gotta watch my boys because they used to have it on when I had cable. They'd have them on in the morning, and I'd get Eli to school, and I'd get on the couch and veg out with a cherry. The EMF just spiked with a cherry Dr Pepper and watch my Supernatural boys. No, I don't. No, I just give straight up mediumship readings. Like, I don't ask their questions. I just give you what they give me. And they're usually a lot longer. Yes, Jensen ankles. I like them both. I can't choose between two of those ones. I don't think I'd be able to. You can always schedule Angel. I do 20-minute ones. But yeah, I have a thing with whenever I start bringing in spirit, we're talking like it ain't no quick reading. Oh yeah, you do need to watch Supernatural for real. EMF spiked when I said that. Those were the days. Yeah. Um, be vegging out on my couch between Charmed and Supernatural. They had them on back to back. I'd sit on the couch and drink my Dr Pepper and watch it. Oh, I don't remember him ever being in Days of Our Lives. I used to watch that all the time. I must have missed that. Oh yeah, Supernatural is a good show, and it's like it has so many series. I was so mad that they stopped all the episodes. I was so mad when they ended it, but it has a lot of episodes to it. Vampire Diaries does too. They both have them. Okay, so um, I can't spell like his. You have to find a picture that does him justice, okay? Why is it? No, I need a big picture. Why the heck? I think he's a little bit older in this one. Did he? Okay, yeah. I mean, one night when I have more energy and I'm not working like so much, I will probably do a mediumship night. But yeah, my mediumships aren't. They're pretty in depth. I got taken over. That's a good picture of him. You see him, Michelle? Well, yeah, soap operas. Days of Our Lives was like my favorite soap opera, but I think at some point, I just didn't watch it every day anymore. When I was a See, this is the type of stuff we could talk about in our group. Michelle, do you see him? His eyes are blue too, or his eyes are very sexy. Very sexy eyes. I was looking for a better picture. You can't really see his eyes in this one. Oh. Yeah, hold on. I was trying to... I don't know why they have him on this. Selling a suit. But, yeah, he has blue eyes. He's hot. Mm-hmm. Nope. Nope. Everything, like I tell people, all missing persons cases, everything happens in them the way they're supposed to happen, when they're supposed to happen. I always get the same stuff over and over. I can't force it anymore, So we just have to be patient and allow things to happen as they're supposed to happen. There's only so much that we can do and only so much information we can get. So, am I that far behind? Are you guys just now seeing it? Is it delayed? It must be delayed. Yeah, he does. Because it's not on the screen anymore, so it must be delayed. Is it delayed? Why are you guys just doing the cat call now? Because he's not there anymore. Yeah, now you have to go watch Vampire Diaries, and then you'll really fall in love with him. Because they made his character. Mwah. Yep, it was. I was gonna send you that video today. Good night, Barbara. Okay. Because I was like, why are you guys just now doing it? Like, I took him off already. Yeah, you were all meowing, and I didn't have him up anymore. But, yeah. Michelle's got to go watch. Now you've got to watch Vampire Diaries. Because it's much better in the movie. Really? Well, that's what we're trying to do, Tracy, but I mean, I only had a couple people interested. You'd have to do like a Friday or Saturday. I got a better idea. I'll really make you guys have a cat call. You're fine. I just need to get to my... this is all for Michelle. Hold on, I gotta see a good one first. What, baby? You're fine. I'm gonna go tiny again. Hey, no fighting. No fighting.
Yeah. I know this is probably the last thing you want to do right now, but we should talk about what happened tonight.
Yeah, one of the tomb vampires got into the house and almost killed John.
What? When? What are you talking about? After I left?
You were there? When were you at the house?
Views on it. I don't know why.
Earlier, on the porch. We were talking.
Is Stefan here?
Yep.
Where is he?
And good morning to you, little miss. I'm on a mission.
How can you be so arrogant and glib after everything that you've done?
Lena thinks I'm a monster. You know what? She's right. What I'm about to say is probably the most selfish thing I've ever said in my life.
Damon, don't go.
All right, we have enough Damon for now. I had to put him on there for. Right? I was looking for better ones. There's better ones. There's better ones. I just didn't have time to find them. Could all dress up like vampires. I know, that would be awesome. He oh, I knew it. Yep. And there's like he's older now, right? And like he has like they have shorts and stuff on Facebook. His hair's longer and stuff. I still think he's hot. But I don't know. It was just a taste of wine and wine and crime. We like the guy from what is it called? What's that show? Crap. Good Moms or Bad? Is it Good Moms or Bad Moms? The one with the bad boy in it. I'm always sharing those ones with Trista. Hey Tracy too on TikTok. Is it Bad Moms? Okay. That guy, I like him too. I can't remember his name though. Are you sure it's the series? Okay, yeah, I think. No, it's the series. It's not. Not that one. It's not this one. It's the one guy. I can't freaking think of his name right now. Good Girls, I think. Hold on. Yeah, it's Good Girls. Here, Rio from Good Girls. It's Good Girls. It's Good Girls. You guys are all wrong. It's Rio. Do you guys know who Rio is?
Feeling, mama?
Nauseous.
Let's go for a drive. Get some air.
I should get these inside. There's ice cream.
Get in the car, Elizabeth. How you feeling, mama? What am I doing here, Elizabeth? Morning, Miss Bowling. Hey, mama. Oh, that's not an answer, Elizabeth. How you feeling, mama? Kill the king, stuff. What am I doing here, Elizabeth? Morning, Miss Bowling.
and pause. I like how he talks. He's not like the hottest, but there's just something about him. No. Yeah. Well, yeah, they technically are Bell Moms, but that's not the name of the show. I know. He just has a hot voice. We're horrible. I always send videos to. I think it's like I send them to you, but I send them to Trista and I send them to. There's one other person, Kelly. All right. Well, I guess that's it. That's all the fun for tonight. So, yeah, if you guys want to do that, if you guys want to have the crime and wine or whatever, we can do it like would Friday or Saturday be better? We won't have it on YouTube, but we'll just do it restream and I think I can have 10 people like on video on there. We can do it that way. Why are you being like that with everybody, Rose? Come on. It's just Neo. No, we don't get censored on anything. We can say and do whatever we want. Hey, Candace. Oh, there's more than that. I just can't. Okay. Yeah, I can do like 10 people. So we could do 10. We could start off with 10. I know Trista works this weekend, but we can always do another one. Well, she works this weekend. So, I mean, we can do more than one if we wanted to do it. If we wanted to do it this weekend, we could do more than one, but we can wait. I think she works this weekend, she said. So, yeah. I kind of just was a real big smartass in a comment right now. Somebody said they didn't buy it, that the video was pre-recorded, and I said, ask me if I care what you buy or believe. I don't care. Yeah, it'll be fun. I actually bought a drink in case we did it tonight, so it'll be in my refrigerator, and I haven't drank it like 2 years. So, for whenever we're ready. Well, we were here last night. You had fun last night, I thought. Oh, Ezekiel? Yeah. Ezekiel's my baby. He's always here when I'm working. I don't know why, he just likes it. He's working, I guess. Neo, don't be like that. Don't be jelly. Don't you do that. Don't you go chase him. You leave him alone. I forgot that they got into it one day, and that's why he has a collar on now. Don't. No, that's not allowed. Don't be mean. Don't be mean. It's fine. Yeah, it is. But him and Neo got into it really bad one day. Which is weird because they were raised, like, he was raised by him. I don't understand what's going on with Neo lately. Ow! Don't use your claws. Yeah, we have a great group of girls. We're losing everybody now. Did my voice giz what? What are you talking about? Voice gizmo. I don't know what you're talking about. What are you doing? What? If you're gonna paw me, just don't use your claws. Hey. We're just getting off here in just a minute. I'm tired. Yep, he probably did. Rose is now looking, and look how pretty Rose is. Isn't Rose beautiful? Here, let me turn this off so you guys could see her. Isn't she beautiful? She's usually not over here. And she gets a little weird too. She kind of... Oh yeah, no, they was beeping earlier a little bit, but that was it. I didn't have the spirit box on. No. Look, Rose, you're on camera. Yeah, look. Look, you're on camera. No, don't be mean. We're not fighting. Okay, we're not fighting. Oh. Ezekiel, she doesn't want you to say hi. You guys better get along. Yeah, she's not usually over here. Rose likes to be in the crock pot. She's weird. They're both the same kind of cat. I'm surprised she let him kiss her like that. She, her and Astra's usually wherever she is, so it's kind of weird Astra's not here right now because Astra, like, is up her butt all the time. Oh, that's okay. Thanks, T. Michelle. Yeah, I'm just tired. Yeah, she sits in the crock pot. Well, I had the thing out because I was washing it, and it's just the metal part, and she like sits in. I don't know why she likes to sit in it. She's weird. Rose is one of the older ones. She's older than Ezekiel. How old are you, Rose? 8? Something like that. She's from the shelter. And I saw her in the shelter. I was like, I have to have her. I love her so much already. Oh, baby. Yeah, I know. Healing takes time, girl. Healing from grief takes time. It's definitely not something, and everybody has, their own way that they do it, their own way they get through it. I think I had a binder of like all of my husband's letters and stuff that I slept with for quite a while. So yeah, she's still a baby. I want to say that Magic's like 10. I gotta take Magic back to the vet because she's on Prozac, and I gotta take her. They want to see her again before they refill it. I only have like 2 days left. Yeah, no, she's very talkative. She's a very talkative one. She's always talking. I think that's just a usually Siamese thing, you know. She's one of my sweetest ones. Siameses are very talkative. Well, especially her. He is, when he wants attention, he will make noises at me, but he's not as talkative as she is. Oh, babies. And she was sleeping with me when I would go in bed, but lately she hasn't. Nebula has to, because I've been sleeping out here because of starlight, but then I've been going into the bed for a couple hours in the day, and when I get up in the morning, because Nebula misses me, she has to lay on me. Yeah. Starlight doesn't even meow. I've never seen anything like it. She makes a different weird sound. I gotta get a I had the screen up for her. Well, they keep jumping on it, her and Panda both. So I gotta get I want to get like a really tall gate, really tall dog gate that they can't climb, and do that. She always is meow meow meow. Yep, she's talkative. Huh, Rose? Aren't you a talkative babies? Yes, you are. Yes, you are talkative babies. Here, put it over there so you could see Rose. Yep. We are Siamese, if you don't please. We are Siamese, if you don't please. Yep. Yep, I have that type of community that's been here. I think. Oh, I'll send you a picture here. I'll send it to you. It's freaking hilarious. I don't know why she does it. You know who else was in the crock pot today? Hazel. Today. Pretty soon we'll get in there because I'm putting the thing back on with the lid. But it's just ridiculous. Where's my picture? Let's see if I can. I'll show you guys. Hold on. Is she crazy? She cracked me up. I don't know why she does it. I don't know, but Hazel was there today too. I don't even know. The look on her face cracks me up. She's so funny. I don't know why she does it. Hazel was like chilling in there today, like all sleepy and stuff. I was like, what is it with you guys? It's kind of like a box. I actually want to get like a basket from Dollar General and put like a blanket in it and put it over there, because I used to have a box over there and they tore the box up. So I want to do something else. I have a crate there now but I want to do that. The cat's kicking in because Hope loves the boxes. She climbs in the box that I have boxes on top of that damn crate, because I have like one on there and she'll like climb on top of it and get in it. And when I had a couple boxes there, because I have paint and stuff, because I'm getting ready to hopefully this month catch up on my renovations, but so I can get rid of some of the stuff and put it all away, because I would like to finish my flooring and do, finish on my renovations so I can put the stuff away. And there was a box that was closed halfway, and I was like, I heard meowing, and I'm like, where is that coming from? And Rose was in this little tiny box and she was all closed in there. I don't even know how she got in there. It was hilarious. Hello. But I couldn't find her at first. It's like, what the heck? How did she get in that little tiny box and close herself in there? I seriously couldn't find her. I was like, where is that coming from? It's, if it fits, they sits, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, I literally, it took me like a few minutes to figure out where she was and who she was. I knew it was her because of the meowing, but I was like, where the heck are you? Yeah, you are. You want to talk? Or you want to lick my forehead? You want to talk? You want to talk? Say hi. Say hi. Yep. Say hi. Say hi, Rose. Say hi. Yeah. Did you guys hear her? She meowed. I tried to get it on there. No talkie? But look how pretty. Huh? I know. She is. She's a good girl. Too many. She's one of my sweet ones. She's a chest cat. Just to sleep on my chest. When I was sleeping in my bed, that's where she was every night, huh? We haven't done that in a while. Gotta get Starlight fixed in this house. I gotta get her back to this. I don't know. See, everybody says you're so pretty. Everybody says you're so pretty. Are you tired? But everybody says you're so pretty, Rose. Yeah. That's what they're saying. See? Yep, she's a heart healer. Huh. You lay on mommy's chest all the time. You know, the day I came in from one of the searches, Tracy, when I lay down on the couch, I was like, I gotta lay down for a minute. And she laid on my chest, and that's how I fell asleep. I barely ever sleep on my side. I can only really sleep on my back. And I don't move. I just sleep on my back. I literally don't turn or nothing. Oh, baby. Her and Nebula always has to lay on me, and Neo. But Nebula, she doesn't come out much, but she's like very chill. She goes through her stages where sometimes she's out here more, but yeah. It's weird she's over here tonight. She's usually not. Are you reading the chat? About the hot flash out of here because of my new vampire love. Okay. Yep. Go have fun watching Vampire Diaries. It could just be cognitive decline. Cats do that sometimes, though. My cats do that sometimes. Sometimes, is it fixed? I'm imagining it is if it's got cognitive decline. But sometimes they'll do it for that. But yeah, that's just their way of communicating. So if they're going through confusion, you know. And just attention. You have to think of like their meowing as like their communication. Oh, Rose. Yeah. So it's just her communicating. I have a cat that does that sometimes, though. Not like super loud, but actually, she hasn't done it in a while, but she's doing it for a little bit. Nebula, I think. Yeah, she's just communicating. What? Huh? What are you wanting? Hey, CP? Well, yeah, and that's another thing too, if they, had another cat and that passed away, then yeah, they do miss them. They do grieve like we do, for sure. So, yeah, that could be part of it. If you're worried about his health, though, you can take him to the vet. But it could be they grieve like we do. So, if there's a cat that's been around him that he misses, then why do you have to sit up? You're fine. If I start petting you, just stay there. Just stay there. Yeah. Well, they still miss him, even if, you know. But they do that to call to us, too. So. Because mine does that sometimes. And I think it has a lot to do with me. Well, we already talked about the urinary thing. I don't know if it was that cat, though. Or was it the other cat? The other cat, I know, had problems with it. I think the one that passed, actually. Now Ezekiel's purring. I don't know. I don't ever feel ginger or anything. I miss that girl, man. Every day. $20 is a long time. Dogs are irritating me. They're being annoying tonight. Yeah, I miss her every day. I still cry. That was a hard one. That was a hard one. Can't believe it's almost been a year already. In May. Tough. Tough. No, I don't. I don't really of any of my past pets, honestly. I haven't had any experiences like that. My mom used to see my my other dog all the time, I guess, but yeah, she was my biggest loss. I had her for 20 years, but she was a dog, but she was the best dog ever. Never find another dog like her. For sure. Yep. I understand. Mine is as old as Eli almost. It's always hard. Oh, Elena, you booked an appointment. Ooh, Elena. I don't know if she left. Yep. I guess she did leave. I didn't know she was really going to schedule. She said that she was going to, but I have a lot of people say that. It's hard, but we never lose them. Man, how do we get on the past pets sad thing? Well, now that we've made each other sad, I guess we should go. Yeah. I'm ready to lay down. I'm tired. Shame on you. It's all right. It's all right. I'm surprised I didn't start crying. Usually every time I talk about Ginger, I start crying. Still. I think Trista lost a pet too recently. Yeah, she wants to. I have to get around, and I want to get around and feed everybody earlier tonight, so I can get Starlight earlier. So, thanks, guys, for the support and for hanging out, and for getting readings, and for looking at hot TV men and everything, for hanging out. But yeah, if you guys want to do that, I just need 10 people to do it. So if you want to do the wine and crime, we can do it for a Friday and Saturday, whatever works best. And we can do more than one. So if you can't make one, we can do another one. But yep. All right, everyone. I will see you soon.